My students are working on a project right now in science class utilizing the Chromebooks that were received through the mini grant program. And they begin by accessing my blog site that we use in both my math and science classes. Once they find the appropriate post, there are instructions for them to view a comic and some background information discussing both of those with their collaborative groups and reporting on their discussions in their interactive student notebooks. From there, they participate in an activity, a simulation activity about the peppered moths, which is a classic example of natural selection. This is one application that makes the Chromebooks essential in the classroom because it is flash content. But you can see an example of how this simulation works here. There's some information that the students will read through to give them some background information on the species itself. And then they choose an environment, either a light forest or a dark forest. We'll choose the light forest. And they act as this little bird who's trying to eat moths. And you can see here that the dark moths are a lot easier to see. Looks like here's a white moth here. And the simulation records the percentage of dark and light. Oh, sometimes you can see when the light ones are moving. A moving moth is always easier to catch than a sitting moth. And then they can either use this to get a sense of what natural selection is like when it comes to coloration and predators, and even to compare data with other classmates. After they have some background information, then each group chooses a species to become an expert on. We have the peppered moth, the stickleback, the whale, or the pocket mouse. And they can access some different videos and links here to learn more about them. And their final product using the Chromebooks will be to create a presentation using Google Docs that they will share with the class. And I'm hoping that this gives each student kind of an expert perspective on a certain species and gives the class as a whole an introduction into some very classic examples of natural selection in different species throughout time.